What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Maverick Approach. Maverick here. And of course, we have Devon True.
Yes, sir. We are here. We are here. We are live.
Back at it. So, yeah, man, it's been a lot. We just did John Stockton interview. Legendary.
Iconic.
That was iconic.
It's iconic.
So, if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. The last video. Man, that was a full circle moment with, him being there with us in Salt Lake.
100%. 100%. Nah, and he definitely went in too.
He did.
He didn't hold back.
He did.
There's no guest that's allowed on this show, on the Maverick Approach show, unless you're really ready to talk.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna pussyfoot around anything
and he
on
talked.
this show. And he definitely talked.
He delivered. And he voices his opinions on the vax and the CDC and all other stuff. But going right into that, the CDC, did you see what just happened?
No, what?
The CDC. So there was a shooter that went to the headquarters of the CDC.
Surprise, surprise.
And this is in Atlanta. And this is adjacent from Emory University. And, they had some action there. They shot up the CDC. And this person who shot up the CDC actually said he was a disgruntled, patriot, disgruntled person that got the vaccine, right?
Uh-huh.
He's a U.S. citizen that got the vaccine. And he said it's the CDC's fault that he had a vaccine injury. He is sick, and it's beyond repairable.
Wow. And honestly, I'm not surprised because I feel like we're going to hear a lot more of these kind of stories coming out.
Yeah, because we have no historical data on these vaccines, right? So now we're starting to see years later that people are starting to, fall apart, to get cardiac arrests, you name it. We're seeing it now, right? Even with the athletes, we were talking about last, with John Stockton.
Yep.
So it gets deeper, though. So it gets crazy. You ready for this?
Break it down. Break it down.
It always gets crazy. So that happens, right? A string of other things happen too. Now, starting a few days before that shooting, so there was an actress by the name of Kelly Mack who was on The Walking Dead. Yeah. And I actually knew her. I actually met her years ago.
You did tell me that.
Right. And she dies on August 2nd at the age of 33.
Uh-oh.
There's that number. So, 3 days later, August 5th, Martha Nolan, an Irish bikini designer.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so she dies on a yacht.
Okay.
And she was with, I guess, the boat owner. It's very mysterious. They said the toxicology report isn't in yet, and they're trying to see if it was drugs. They're alluding to it may have been drugs, foul play. They don't know yet. And it was weird because the guy who's on, owns the boat, he actually was running out to try to get help, and he was naked.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What do you...
Keeps going.
Fuck you mean?
Hold on. Keeps going. So then, August 8th, then this happens. The CDC thing happens. Okay? So get this. All these things happen, right? And then, mind you, the CDC shooting, there was an officer by the name of, what was his name? David Rose.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a line of fire. He gets killed. Now, here's how all this links up. All three people who died, they're all at the age of 33.
Is that age?
But gets even weirder.
Break it down.
So all this happens in the same week, right?
Right.
And this is where I start to put the patterns together. So you have August 2nd, then August 5th, then August 8th.
Okay.
What's the difference between 2, 5, and 8?
The difference between 2, 5, and 8.
Yes, number-wise. Think about it.
2, 5, and 8.
They're all 3 apart. 33.
shit. The coincidence specialist is back at it again.
I'm just saying. Like, think about
That's
it. Okay.
wild.
Isn't that crazy, though?
No, that's wild. That's wild.
So you have August 2nd, 3 days later, August 5th. And then 3 days later, August 8th.
It's just like that number 33 is always coming up. And just like the NFL shooter,
Yeah.
Blackstone, the real target was Blackstone.
Right.
Where did he shoot that exact?
On the 33rd floor.
On the 33rd floor.
There you go. And you know there's a book actually named after that very thing that happened. So the guy who shot, he went to the NFL headquarters, but it was Blackstone as well. That's where his real target was. Mm-hmm. So he goes up there with an AR, and he was a high school football star. That was the ploy, the thing they're going with.
Right. But the man hasn't been playing football for, 6-7 years? He's been out of high school for at least...
He never went to the NFL. He only played high school football.
So he never even played college?
No.
Okay, so this is some malarkey.
And he went to Granada. Okay. So we're from the Valley. We know Granada, right?
Yeah.
So I found that, pretty interesting.
Right.
But, yeah, he never played in the NFL. He goes up there, and they said his manifesto said he was disgruntled with the NFL because he had CTE. How? You didn't play in college or professionally. That doesn't make sense, right?
Right.
But then he goes to the 33rd floor.
Very specific.
Very specific. Goes 33rd floor, kills a Blackstone executive.
Oh, and that's just by mistake, right? Because Blackstone, they're not one of the largest asset managers in the world. They just so happen to be.
They just so happen to be. And they also own a lot of the real estate in Las Vegas. Where's the shooter from?
Las Vegas.
There you go. Okay. So it's a mighty odd coincidence that he also goes to the 33rd floor, shoots an executive. And not only that, this book got published by Kim Barnes called what? Murder on the 33rd Floor.
No way.
Yes.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me there's a book that's about a man that kills an exec on the 33rd floor?
Yeah, so it's about an investigation that happens to where this person gets murdered on the 33rd floor and they're a senior executive.
No way.
It's all in the book.
Who wrote the book? Because we gotta find out who the fuck is behind these books. Okay, Kim Barnes coming on the show because we need answers.
We need answers.
And when did this come out?
This came out, I believe it was, I want to say at least maybe 5-10 years ago. Yeah, let's see. I
Kim
think it
Barnes.
Yeah, it was at least 5-10 years ago. So well before this.
Yeah, that's
wild, right?
That's insane. Like the same story.
The same story. Here's another weird thing that I found going down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It's crazy because not only that happened. Okay, this happened in New York. A mile down the road, there's a place called the New Yorker, which is a hotel. Tell me why. Way back when, Nikola Tesla, he dies where? On the 33rd floor at the New Yorker Hotel, a mile away from where that shooting happened.
A mile away.
And get this. So he died in the room 3327. Now, what are the ages of that executive and the shooter from New York? They're both 27.
Wait, the executive was 27 years old?
The executive was 27. And then Shane, he was 27.
He was a Blackstone executive. He was 27.
No, the girl was a Blackstone executive. The shooter was 27 as well.
Oh no, I know. But so the Blackstone employee was she was 27. Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah,
there's no mistakes.
Yeah,
there's no.
I want to make sure that she was 27. I believe she was 20. Blackstone. Let's double check. The fourth victim worked for. So she wasn't the Blackstone executive. Was Wesley, and then Julia Hyman worked for the management company that owned the building. She was 27.
So okay, so wait, how many people did he unalive?
4.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. So, and I believe that's including himself. So yeah. So the management company that she worked for, he killed her too. She was 27. So,
Do you think they were targeted, like specifically?
I think
those
the
people?
Blackstone executive was definitely targeted because again, he worked for Caesars Entertainment.
Right. And who did
Black-
this guy work for?
Well, he worked for Caesars Entertainment, the shooter.
So the shooter worked for Caesars Entertainment,
Yes.
and the
Blackstone
Blackstone executive.
Blackstone executive owns a lot of the real estate in Las Vegas.
Interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. He's coming from Vegas, works in Vegas.
All right.
And I feel like this whole thing with this whole Vegas is dead thing, I don't know if you've seen that. That's trending everywhere.
I've been seeing it.
That may have a correlation with it, right? So he may have seen something and said, oh, this is what's going on, because a lot of these private equity firms, they run businesses into the ground that they invest in only to take them pennies on the dollar later.
It makes sense.
So they could be doing that to Las Vegas as well. So he may have seen that. Okay? So that makes all the sense in the world versus that NFL story that they're saying.
That's complete bullshit.
That was a red herring.
That was bullshit.
But being that, it does give more credence to that, because being that Las Vegas, like, they're down 40%.
Down.
Caesars Entertainment, going back to Caesars, they're paying $6.4 million a day in interest. That's crazy.
They're paying $6 million in interest a day?
Yes.
Yeah, they're crashing. They're crashing them on purpose.
$13 pizza slices.
$26 bottles of water?
Yes.
I've seen it.
Yes. It's his document. Seen it. So that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of crazy that, is Vegas dying? Because now you see all these prices. They said tourism is down. Even Fontainebleau, they have a package that they're selling right now in Costco.
In Costco?
Yes.
Fontainebleau.
Yes.
The Fontainebleau. Miami Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
That one.
Yes.
The one in Vegas is selling specials, clearance rack.
Pretty much.
We live in a sick world.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, like, this is a luxury hotel and you got packages in Costco?
Yeah, that's wild.
Sign of the times, right? So, like, they have this package to where I believe it's, you get a night, they add $100 credit per night for however many nights you're staying.
Bargain basement.
Yeah. Bargain basement deals. So that does, give more credence to that, to where it could be shit.
That speaks volumes, because another thing that people may not notice in Vegas, you don't see those A-list celebrities. Remember, on every billboard, every weekend, you got Drake, you got Future, you got U2. The biggest.
Yeah.
You just have like the A-list of A-list. If you notice, think about it. When you're driving on the freeway, when you're coming into Vegas, you usually see Drake, 50 Cent, whoever it is.
Yeah, we don't see that anymore.
You see fucking Joe Schmo and fucking
Yeah, that's true. Damn.
Margaret from Mel's.
Margaret's crazy. Margaret getting booked?
Margaret's getting booked. Margaret's getting the bag.
The janitor getting booked?
Janitor getting it. But no, it's you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, you don't have these big artists anymore. They just don't have the budgets anymore for it.
Yeah.
They can't pay them anymore, And then, like, whatever deals they already locked in years ago with the DJs, I mean, they signed these 5-6 year deals, so they're already locked in, and they had that money already earmarked for them. So that's not, when you see these big DJs, that's a different story. But
like Tiesto and all like those dudes, they're going to be like 90 and 100 years. We're going to be wheeling them out to Tao Beach Club.
We've been seeing them for a minute.
Yeah.
So, I mean, speaking of Costco too, like, I just struck my mind right now. Did you see what happened at Costco, where in LA?
Oh no, definitely not. If it's in LA,
I'm out of there. LA's a shit show.
Yeah, it's a hellhole.
It's a failed state.
Yeah, because of a lot of, actually, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of people that's
Gruesome Newsom and everybody else.
Newsom comes.
All of them.
Yeah.
But with Costco, there was a standoff between a man and the police, and he was in front of a Costco in LA. And this was weird. This wasn't like your regular standoff. Get this. So, on his van, that he was in, he writes on the front of it, toxicology tests my corpse and the van.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
So this is what it means. Basically, if he gets killed or whatever happens, he gets in a standoff, he's saying, test my body for toxicology. Okay. Like something's up, right?
Right.
So here's what I kind of pieced together. It's kind of odd, but it kind of all makes sense because if he's telling people, he writes on the front of his van, he wants everybody to see it, test my body, my corpse, right? Now, there was something that happened back in the 50s and 60s, you know, even to almost the 70s.
Break it down.
There's something that the CIA did called Operation Midnight Climax.
Okay.
Get this. So what they used to do, this is all documented, they used to take prostitutes and create these safe houses in New York and San Francisco, different parts of the U.S., take these prostitutes and lure men into these safe houses and then drug them with LSD just to see the side effects of the LSD.
Oh, so it was some Dexter's Laboratory type shit.
Yeah. And then what they did is they watched the side effects from a two-way mirror. So they didn't see them. So you can see out, but they can't see in.
Focus group type shit.
Yes.
Sick people.
So could it be that this person was, you know, drugged up a long time ago and got experimented on? Because the CIA did a lot of experiments throughout, you know, history, as we know.
That's what they do.
So a lot of, you know, the people walking around today, we could say they're crazy, but are they? Maybe they were drugged up. Because they did this to civilians, to psychiatric people, military, everybody.
That's what I think they've done to all these celebrities. I mean, Britney Spears, Kodak Black, Kanye West. Like, they have this fluoride glare over their face.
Yeah,
like,
the fluoride stare.
The fluoride, it's just like, it's like, you know, no one's there.
Yeah.
Like, you can look at them and just, you can tell, like, you're not here. You're somewhere else.
The engine's on, but nobody's behind the wheel.
Exactly. No gas either.
Yeah. But it could be that. I'm just saying. It could be that because we don't know. We're starting to find out a lot of things that get declassified now that happened 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of side effects now. Same thing with, you know, the vaccine. We're starting to see the side effects coming. You know.
Did you see the rabbits?
Well, yeah, I saw something about that. What was that?
The rabbits. These rabbits have been showing up with horns out of their face, or like they're like, like skin tags. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw where it was rabbits. They're getting bit by insects and ticks, and it's a virus going around, and they're growing these like tumor-like things out of their faces. So, how did we get zombie rabbits before GTA 6?
I'm just saying. Like, and do you think that has anything to do with what they're spraying, or like what's in the vaccine, or what do you think it has anything to do with, or is it some sort of experiment?
We don't
that's
know.
Going wrong?
That's the thing. We're not scientists, right? So here's the thing. People
it
can
seems like it.
They can explain it away because what they're saying is, oh, it's a virus that only pertains to the rabbit population. But here's the thing. What if it doesn't one day? What if it jumps to another species?
Another host.
And then all of a sudden, oh, now the humans have it.
Well, that also gives credence to the CDC doc that you had showed me. That doc that says, oh, just in case for a zombie apocalypse, do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, it's weird that the CDC has documentation on their website saying, hey, just in case we have a zombie apocalypse, here's what you do. It's called Preparedness 101.
Come on, man. Last time they did that, it was a COVID. It was the COVID tester. What was that? That thing Bill Gates did?
Oh, Event 201.
Fuck Bill Gates.
Yeah. Fuck Bill Gates Day coming soon, you guys. We got the shirts. We're gonna leave the link below. Fuck Bill Gates.
And don't forget, fuck Bill Gates. It will be also a farmer's market. We will be out there bringing all of your best produce and whatnot. We'll put it together.
Yeah, we'll put it together.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, a lot of people got the shirts and whatnot. I threw it together and people were like, yeah, let's do it. But it could be that because they also have a document, the CDC, saying zombies in literature. All this is on the website saying like, hey, this is throughout history how different plagues and viruses.
Drip feeding
information.
Drip feeding.
And that's the thing. Like, they made it into like a graphic novel to where it was like a comic book saying preparedness 101. That's how they can do it, though. You know, like they kind of make it like a tongue-in-cheek fun thing, so where it doesn't look so ridiculous. You know,
that shit sounds crazy. The more you even say it, it's just like, what are we talking about? Either it's real or it's not. Why is a government governed official agency or an agency that's a part of the government? Why are they?
Why even say
telling
that?
Jokes?
Yeah, why even say that?
Why the fuck are we telling jokes?
Yeah, why are we telling jokes? It's not a funny thing. People actually die
It's
from
a
COVID.
CDC. What are we talking about?
Yeah, people, and they were saying like, oh, they made this preparedness thing for in relation to hurricanes, which made no sense.
They're just saying anything to us. They really think they can just tell us anything.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
these hurricanes, they're sitting up there laughing, drunk off their ass. Hurricanes,
yeah,
fucking the fires. They just like no, dude. Bro. Like, come on.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
it makes zero sense.
But people are gonna take it. That's the thing. They're gonna see the documents and be like, oh, okay, well, the CDC said it. That's why old boy wigged out and just went up there and just start clapping. Start
clapping, folks.
So that's what I'm saying. It's
no
just
cheeks.
It's crazy because it's right in front of your face. They always put it in movies, media, music, whatever, any kind of facet of documentation. They all throw it out there, and hey, it's out there, So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, the rabbit thing that was, I don't know, that could go left because again, like even with what's happening now in Russia too. Russia has a cancer vaccine, speaking of, diseases and all this other stuff.
I've been hearing about that.
Yeah, so they have a cancer vaccine that they're rolling out too. And I find that pretty interesting only because, we just saw those earthquakes not too long ago.
Right.
Where at? Off the peninsula of Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think those are earthquakes. And I think it may have been some type of attack because maybe somebody doesn't want those vaccines to come out. Because what if they work?
Now, if they work,
that changes the game.
That changes everything.
Right? So could it be that just a couple years ago, they had these nuclear submarines, Russian nuclear submarines, in the same exact location of where those earthquakes took place? So could it be that it wasn't an earthquake, but a nuclear sub that went off?
Now, this is another thing to think about because I've always said when World War III happens, and shout out to BH because we talk about this a lot, but when World War III happens, the first thing that's going to happen is China's going to take Taiwan, and it's going to be about water.
Right.
And that's because China has the most advanced Navy in the world because we fucked off on a bad project and put billions of dollars, and we have a fleet of, like, crap, basically. Right. But our Army still kicks everyone's ass at the end of the day.
Right.
But the Navy.
So we're behind, is what you're saying.
We're definitely behind. We're about 30 years behind, 20 to 30 years behind.
So that far.
Where it's that big of a gap.
So they spent like millions and billions of dollars on that project that failed, and that's why we're behind.
Exactly. Damn. We put billions up into this project, and it failed.
So what were they trying to accomplish? They were just trying to beef up their Navy. And why did this go wrong? Like, I don't get it. Like, they spent all this money. And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of frivolous spending happens in the government.
That's what they're telling us.
Yeah, that's what they're telling us.
That's what they're telling us.
And of course, I mean, you look at USAID, all this stuff that's coming out now. We're finding out that they're spending millions of dollars on the dumbest shit. And those are taxpayers' dollars.
Yeah.
So, again, with that, I mean, now, how do we stop China from taking Taiwan? Because they keep circling around Taiwan.
Saying
they want those semiconductors and those chips. So
yeah, and they're right there. So, I mean, I feel like any day, it could be next year, it can be the year after, but I think it's inevitable. In my opinion.
And then when it comes to the AI war that's happening right now, like everybody's racing to AI. That's where all the chips are made, all the best chips. So this is why, the president has, Stargate, the program Stargate, to get ahead of the AI, race. He's bringing in Sam Altman and Larry Ellison and all these other people. So he's trying to get ahead of that. So China, on the other hand, they're just going to take Taiwan. Just be like, okay, we control the chips now.
I can see it.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time.
Speaking of Stargate, that program was actually a part of the Gate program. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was something called the Gate program. Back in the day, they used to get elementary kids and treat them like X-Men mutants and put them in dark rooms and see about their
like psychic
supernatural or psychic abilities.
Right. I remember that. And
that was real. That was by the CIA. And this was before we were kids. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
I had a couple of friends that were in the Gate program.
Yeah.
GATE.
Yeah, because it's weird that Trump calls this new AI initiative Stargate, and the old program Stargate was about psychics and remote viewers.
Right.
And then the Gate program was the kid version in schools when they're doing the Gate program and testing kids.
Right. And they also gave people this this pink drink. They gave it to them like pretty much every day. And they could only drink that drink.
Mm.
So I don't know what that was about. But
okay, hold up. So it was like a pink Kool-Aid substance?
It was like some pink juice.
Some pink juice, and they were feeding these kids for years?
As long as you were in the Gate program.
Oh,
and it was only that drink.
See?
So it's not like why would you like give kids the same drink for years and
That's
years?
Weird.
That's weird. So
that's like just what I said earlier, like how the CIA runs all these operations, and then later we could see the effects because we don't know. Like maybe people are gonna start flying. We have no idea.
We don't know. I mean, fucking rabbits are transforming, so who knows?
We don't know.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Gate program maybe, and that's the thing too. Like I just saw that Representative Luna was saying something about the Ark of the Covenant. They use remote viewers.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so
that's the one that was talking about the alien ships they've been seeing.
Oh yeah, that too. So she was saying, she was disclosing a lot of UFO information.
Drip feeding. They're constantly doing it.
They're drip feeding, right? So what happened too, just not too long ago, a Harvard scientist just said that there's some type of ship or some type of alien ship on the way to Earth right now. Did you hear that?
Just come on. Just bring them on at this point.
This is crazy. So he's saying that they're going to arrive between November and December of this year.
Okay. So he's saying that, like, they're on the way over here.
That's what he said. He's saying that basically he doesn't know if they're going to be hostile or going to be nice to us, friend or foe. We don't know. But he said they're in our solar system and they're on the way.
Well,
how he knows this, how this is documented, we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Who are these people that just come out of nowhere and
who are these
like
people?
Who are they? Like seriously, like these people just pop up out of nowhere. And it's just like Harvard professor says, "Well, can we see the exact bro, show us."
Yeah, what's the documentation?
Show us what you're talking about.
What's the evidence?
It's always this drip feeding.
Yeah.
Like these mystical people. I don't even think these people exist.
You know what I think is happening? I think that they already know. They're already in contact with these beings. Representative Luna said that these beings are interdimensional.
That's what keep hearing that word.
Keep hearing that word too. So they can go in and out of dimensions, time, whatever it is. Now, maybe on one hand, maybe there is some friendly aliens that, we're in contact with. Maybe some other hostile ones that they're trying to protect us from. We don't know. It could be some Star Wars shit.
To be honest. Marvel Universe.
Right?
I mean, galactic, I'm hearing about galactic federations and all kind of crazy shit. What the fuck is going on?
But and that's the thing too, because I've got a message from an anonymous source.
Right. So I didn't want to bring it up. I was waiting for you to do that. So go ahead. Break it down.
Okay, so I got a message from an anonymous source saying that they're gonna disclose UFOs, aliens, you name it, in 2027. Why is that?
Disclose how? Like more frivolous papers, or they're gonna come out?
They're gonna come out.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Allegedly, there is the Grenada Treaty. Now, what is that? That is a treaty that was made by Eisenhower way back in the day that he made with aliens or these beings to trade humans for technology. That treaty's up. So now it's time to disclose all this stuff, and now they're going to come out and say, hey, we've been doing all this stuff all these years.
It makes sense. I mean, honestly, like the way how fast AI is moving. I mean, we saw the robots the other day at the AI convention.
Yeah.
Like it's getting spooky the way they're moving.
Here's another theory though. What if they're coming out only because we made AI and AI is out of control? Like the guardrails are off and they're like, okay, you guys are getting too smart now.
I've been saying it.
We got to step in.
I've been saying that I think AI is already taking over, to be honest. It's like every day we're hearing about an AI created its own language. It created its own religion. It's creating like, yo, just last year we were just happy about ChatGPT and asking it what the fuck the weather is going to be tomorrow in the west side of Mississippi. But then you have now AI is like, it's creating religions.
Yeah, it's damn near sentient.
And it's making its own language, so we don't understand. Like,
yeah. Also, AI right now, there's reports of when they program AI and then they do upgrades and whatnot, they'll tell AI, hey, we're upgrading you. We're actually going to shut this part of you down and we're going to upgrade you. So what's happening is that AI is starting to clone itself. It's making ways, starting to lie and connive and get around of being shut down.
So who's programming it doing this? I think that we always got to ask the questions, who's behind it? Like,
but what if it's not even programmed? What if it's just thinking like, hey, I need to save myself, so here's how I'm going to do it.
And I think this is their way of bringing in this intergalactic federation that they keep talking about. Like, oh, it just so happened that their AI, like this is, this whole thing we thought was technology.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, no, it's these interdimensional see-through motherfuckers.
Right. And we keep hearing that. So think about this. The word interdimensional, right? You phase in and out of existence, whatever you call it, out of time. Mm-hmm. What happened 2 years ago in Miami?
Yeah.
That thing that we saw. How come there's no footage from that Miami, like there's no footage?
We still can't explain why there were so many cop cars in Miami. And we were just at that mall.
We were just there.
And it's like the amount of police that were there, you would have thought that the fucking world was ending.
Right. It was at least 100 cop cars, at least.
Easy. I've never seen that many cop cars.
For some kids playing with fireworks.
And there's really no ground footage from that, though.
But there's no footage at all of these kids playing with fireworks.
And we're talking about kids. Kids that are on social media that post their whole fucking lives.
Right.
You mean to tell me that these kids...
That's true.
We got to start asking the obvious. Damn. What group of kids do you know are going to play with fireworks and not film it?
On New Year's.
Was that New Year's, too?
That was New Year's, remember?
Oh, that would have had a whole Project X documentary.
Right? So there's no documentation. And we've been to Bayside, and all those cameras on that dock right there, there's no footage anywhere. No footage. We have one single piece of footage high up from some condo that's grainy.
Malarkey.
How does that make sense?
Crap.
We're in the era of social media. There's cameras on every phone.
Literally.
Nobody has any of this whatsoever. And there's reports of 10-foot gray beings phasing in and out of existence, literally. That's what they say.
See, back then it didn't make as much sense, but now that we're hearing interdimensional, now we're getting drip-fed interdimensional. Now we're getting drip-fed Galactic Federation. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Why are you guys being so cryptic and you're so sure about them being interdimensional?
Right. Yeah.
You guys are being very cryptic.
Yeah. And that's what that text I got. I'm like, hey, that sounds kind of crazy, but is it? Because we've been seeing some weird shit over the last 5 years, and now they're saying that treaty is ending, and we're gonna see some serious shit.
I wouldn't doubt it. I honestly wouldn't doubt it. I mean, you got people every day coming out of the government, like Matthew Brown and all the other lady who came from the Pentagon, and now Rep Luna, like Like, do you guys see what's going on?
And that's the thing too. Like, what if it's just like a distraction, but also true at the same time? Because they already know that they're here. They already know what they're dealing with. You know, interdimensional beings, if you will. Could be a distraction from the Epstein files. We still don't have those.
So it takes aliens. It takes rabbits with dildos on their faces. It takes
a lot of shit.
A lot of shit for anything but Epstein.
Yeah. And then even with that, they even said that Epstein may have been involved in some kind of not only, you know, trafficking humans, but like dealing with the black market with the organs, dealing with they said
it could go deeper than we even realize.
Well, people were saying that Epstein, some victims said that they saw him shapeshift. That's what they said.
I mean, for him to be this protected, like he disappears in the middle of the night,
and we still don't have that complete footage. They're saying
Nothing.
that footage was chopped up, and it was just too much going on with that. It's just like, come on, you guys. Like, it's been proven that you guys edited this. Let's get the real deal at this point.
It may be a bit of trafficking mixed in with some interdimensional shit, like some human harvesting.
Well, what if Epstein was a part of that treaty that Eisenhower made? Because trading human beings for technology is still trafficking, human trafficking.
It's still human trafficking.
Okay, on a whole nother level.
Oh.
So what if because they said he was a shapeshifter? So could it be? It could be all connected.
I mean, the whole world shut down 2020 and nobody blinked an eye. So at that point, I felt like I was in a different universe.
And that was right before what? Right before Epstein died. Epstein died. A few months later, COVID happens.
Yeah.
What?
I think they may be, the rabbit hole may go deeper than we realize.
This is what happened. Oh, man. Get this. So he dies, right? And I believe is in August. He dies in August. A few months later, several months later, COVID happens, right?
Right.
Now, they said that he's not dead. Wouldn't it be a perfect plan for him to completely escape if the world was shut down?
Of course.
Right? So he lays low for a few months. Whole world shuts down. Now he can really move around and go do whatever he has to do.
Now, if there's some sort of, interdimensional connection, then, I mean, he'd be out of here in seconds.
He'd be out of here. Now he just went.
Hyperloop.
Yeah, we don't know.
Hyperloop, quantum computing.
Yeah.
He's out of here.
It's not far-fetched because everything we've seen so far.
They're telling us about fucking intergalactic federation. I will stay on that point because they keep saying Galactic Federation. Right. How do they already have a name? They're already branded?
They're already branded.
They're going to step out like Space Jam, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Speaking of the government, so did you see what Kamala said? Not to. Okay.
No.
All right.
I didn't see a goddamn thing what Kamala said. Absolutely not.
Here's what she said.
That pandering.
She was on the Stephen Colbert show, and they showed a picture of her, and she was, on her phone, and she had these AirPods on, right? But she had the wired ones on. And then she was saying, like, oh, people make fun of me because I have the wired ones. I use the wired ones, actually.
Yeah.
And I already know what's up with the other ones. The wireless ones, I don't use those.
Of course.
They fry your brain.
You guys throw away your iPad. Throw away your AirPods.
So she says, like an idiot that she is, she gives away secret government information. She says, oh, yeah, I use the wired ones because the other ones, they're pretty much compromised and don't think that, they can't hear you through those. Don't be on the subway with your AirPods.
I think she's pandering once again. I think she's pandering to be cool because people like me and you have made it cool to speak about stuff like this.
True.
So she's trying to be cool. Oh, the CIA's listening.
Could be.
Everything she does is a pander. Nothing is genuine with her. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah. And her laugh like the Joker and
it's like, who are you?
Yeah, that's the scary part. We don't even know who she is.
Like, who are you? It's like that episode of Simpsons, you know, how the fucking politicians, they take the shit off and they're the fucking one-eyed alien.
Yeah.
That's she might as well be a fucking fictional character, because who is she?
Yeah, we don't know who any of these politicians actually are. Really think about it. Who are they when they go home behind closed doors? Like, what do they really say? Who are they really?
Because nobody's that fake 24/7.
Right.
You can't be that big of a fraud like 24/7.
No.
Like, you got to go home and look in the mirror at some point.
That's the point of being the fraud. Like, you put on the mask for everybody and then go home and take off the mask.
That's what's happening. Some Black Mirror shit. Definitely.
Yeah. So I think that, she probably, again, drip feed, gave us that information, because we all know that they're listening on these devices. Like, come on, we know.
Yeah, we all know that. That's her. That's an attempt at her trying to be cool.
Could be.
You're still not cool.
Could be. Or she could be just that dumb.
It's hard. It's
a fine line.
It's hard to say, but like, she is an idiot. Let's not make any mistakes. She's a fool.
Yeah.
A court jester.
That's what I'm saying.
A clown.
She could be just that dumb. And like, oh, they're listening. I was on secret government, agencies and had the information, intelligence.
But the only thing that's kind of making me think that was all just trying to appear to be cool was just, you got Michelle Obama, who has a podcast. You have Newsom, I've seen on podcast. Like, everybody's on podcasts.
I got a
now.
podcast.
So all of a sudden, I feel like they had a huddle. Okay, we're gonna get into the podcast space. And then this idiot, she's going to say, oh, I'm going to talk about the CIA. I'll make it seem, try to be relatable, because that's the climate we're in right now.
That is the climate. And I think that it's very suspicious that a lot of people are starting to switch their content.
Yes.
To the stuff we're talking about.
Yes.
To blend in, to fit in, and also they can throw people off the trail.
Exactly.
Because if they're talking like us and start telling the truth.
Little truths. It's the little truths.
Yeah.
And then they'll mix it in with the bullshit.
Yeah. So then it's hard to discern from what's real, what's fake. Oh, well, they were telling the truth here, but they're lying here, but you don't know at that point.
Yeah.
And this is why everybody's trying to get into podcast space, because it's been infiltrated and it's the biggest voice out there right now.
Absolutely.
It's unfiltered. You can't control it. Nobody can stop us from doing a podcast. So what they're going to do next is just infiltrate it, have their own voice. Oh, I'm going to do a podcast. I saw Amy Poehler. She just did, she's doing a podcast. And
of course.
We're seeing all these actors do these podcasts.
Yeah,
and
rappers, everybody's doing podcasts.
Yeah.
But you guys are the ones that we knew from the very beginning. That's why we started this, doing this,
yeah.
and I'm speaking for the people before us that did podcasts.
Right.
It was to get the truth out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like hot potato. It's like nobody wants to hear you guys speak, because we know you guys are compromised.
Well, not only that, but it's it's a very watered down version of what we're doing. So we're seeing these same people that we've been seeing for years. Why do we want to see you in a new light, but you're the same thing? It's like a newly packaged piece of shit that we've already seen.
Yeah, and it's like, you put a little cherry on top of that piece of shit, but it's still a piece of shit.
It's the same piece of shit.
It's literally the same piece of shit.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, we don't want to see, we want a new gift. We want a brand new, whatever it is in the box, but it's like you open it up, it's like, oh, this again?
Yeah, same thing.
It's like, you gave me this last Christmas.
These people have handlers, so it's only so far that they're going to take it. So they're not going to give you guys the truth at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They're paid to not give us the truth.
Yeah. They're shills for whatever agenda that
there's many agendas.
There's many agendas. So, I don't know. So we got to keep our eye on all of them.
Oh, yeah.
So.
All of them.
Yeah. So, you guys, that'll do it for Maverick Approach. Make sure you guys go to maverickapproach.com. Go to Maverick Approach on Instagram. Also, school.com, Break the Matrix. That is my community where you learn AI, crypto, all kind of stuff, sovereignty, you name it. And, we're going to be actually doing some very exclusive stuff in there. Absolutely. Some movie nights, some decoding.
Absolutely.
So make sure you get into that program for sure. And as always, Devon True, let him know.
The brotherhood, no other hood. I am Devon True. You find me on Instagram at Devon True. And question everything.
Yes, sir. Make sure you question everything like he said, because nothing is what it seems. Peace.